Yo, what's up guys? Pat Burke. We have 16.2, which is 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and then 15 squat cleans. And the first round is at 135, 85 pounds. If you can finish that within 4 minutes, you're gonna go back to 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and then 13 squat cleans. This time at 185, 115. And if you can complete that within 8 minutes, you're gonna go back to toes to bar, then double unders, and then do 11 squat cleans at 225, 145. And that would need to be completed in 12 minutes to go on to 9, and then there's even another round, but I'm not even gonna talk about that because very few people are gonna get to that. The scaled division, instead of doing double unders, has got a number of singles. I can't remember exactly what the number is. And then instead of toes to bar, hanging knee raises. So actually it's pretty similar in all the stuff I'm gonna talk about. Well, yeah, here we go. A couple notes on this is for each one of these rounds, you never need to stop. And we might be able to, we'll have to figure out the logistics in class and stuff, but you don't have to load your own bar. So there's potential for your judge or somebody else, whenever you're not, you can't be, well, somehow, some way your bar could get loaded. So that's our workout. It's a doozy, I think. I'm gonna kind of go over these points here, and hopefully it's helpful to you. So I really took a good look at this, and I couldn't think of it in any other way other than your strength is toes to bar or your strength is cleans. I guess there could be you're just kind of mixed, and then you're just kind of gonna find a middle ground between the two. But if your strength is toes to bar, basically you're gonna hammer toes to bar, and I put a couple round examples. So for example, if your strength is toes to bar, round 1 would likely be a 15 and a 10, or if you're really feeling it, you know, go straight through on round 1 of 25 unbroken. And then round 2 would be 10, 10, 5, round 3, 8, 7, 5, 3, 2. But basically they're gonna be larger sets, shorter rest periods, if your strength is toes to bar. For double unders, I'm assuming that if your strength is toes to bar, you're a little bit of a lighter athlete, more of a ninja type of athlete. So you're probably not gonna have a whole lot of problem with double unders, but maybe you just don't have them synced up real well. So double unders is just kind of a null. It's just it's the same for everybody. You're just gonna do what you can. If you can do 50, do it. Maybe 2 sets of 25 is the way to go. You know, rounds 1 and 2 are going to be very different than round 3. You know, round 3 and 4, if you get there, that's just get what you can. You know, it might be 5s, it might be singles. So toes to bar guy, strong toes to bar guy, is just going to be we're all doing singles. It's just they're going to be a little bit slower. You're going to be belted up, and you're going to be really bracing down for every single that you do. So that if your strength is cleans, it's just the exact opposite. We are doing smaller sets on the toes to bar, so maybe 5 sets of 5 for round 1. Round 2, you got 5 and a 5, a 3, a 2, and then singles. And you could probably get away with that for rounds 3, you know, 4. If you're on these far ends of the spectrum, if we're talking about too far, you're probably not going to be getting too much further than round 2. Again, double unders, just get what you can. So the thing I have marked here, if your strength is toes to bar, just be careful to not, like just because your strength is toes to bar, it doesn't mean that you need to come out and do 25 straight. Same thing with cleans. I really think like doing quick singles would be the thing to do. Don't show me how awesome you are with your cleans by doing, you know, 15 straight cleans, because it's just gonna smoke you. So you just gotta be careful, right, on these sides. But honestly, in all reality, this workout is very balanced, and it was made very well. So, I mean, it's just going to be good for the athlete that's pretty strong on cleans and pretty good on toes to bar. And then you just kind of manage the work and just fill yourself out. don't redline, okay? Think Excite Bike, don't hit that red line, okay? Keep it down just below. All right, equipment, shoes, nanos. I wouldn't do weightlifting shoes with all the double unders personally, but if you got a really broken in set, fine. They'll probably help you on the cleans. Support knee sleeves for sure if you got them for the cleans. It'll help you stand up out of those. And if you think you're going to be getting into the heavier rounds of cleans, have a belt either on you or ready to go. Tape. I'm not a huge fan of taping my hands or using gymnastics wraps for toes to bar. It's just increasing your distance around the bar. But if you rip constantly, then go ahead, tape up your hands, maybe your thumb for the cleans. Chalk, yes, you got 2 bars that you're working with, so always use chalk with bars. Have a good rope, okay, that you've tested and that you've used. I would actually have a couple ropes just in case, especially if you're hit or miss with your double unders. I would have like a beaded rope. I would have the medium licorice ropes that we have, and then your wire speed rope. I'd have all 3 just in case something started going away, that you can grab another rope and try and get them. So nutrition. I would kind of like plan for that right middle ground, not doing 4 minutes. I mean, some of us are going to do 4-minute workouts, some of us are going to do 8, 12. So kind of looking at like an 8 to 10 minute time frame. 30-60 minutes before. Again, you always have a snack. I mean, you should just have something in your stomach. Last week on the longer 20-minute workout, I didn't recommend protein because you knew you were going to go 20 minutes and I think it would just heat you up. On this shorter duration workout, I think caffeine pre-WOD is fine as long as you know how to use it. If you haven't used it before, don't just use it for your first time in this workout. Again, kind of look at that 8-minute time frame. So 20 to 40 grams of protein, hard intensity, you want the protein about that much. Times 1 carbs if under 8 minutes, times 2 and up to 3 carbs if beyond 8 minutes. So what that means is, times 2 to 3, so it could be 40 to 80 grams of carbohydrates post-workout. If you're a gainer, it could be even more, 3 to 4 times of carbs. So that's the nutrition breakdown. I mean, just eating good all day. Make sure you eat a good meal after. Stay hydrated. That doesn't mean pound water. Make sure you're getting electrolytes and eating good meals in between. Mobility. Man, there's so much going on in this workout. Last week we had all those pull-ups, and we worked our lats and pecs to stay open in the swing. So similar. But the toes to bar also has this hamstring thing, so we want our low back kind of glutes and really the hamstrings to be nice and opened up. Double unders, I don't really know what you warm up, maybe, or stretch mobility wise, just maybe some calf stuff, like ankle joint stuff to make sure that it's not all blocked up. Cleans, goodness gracious, we got, thoracic extensions for our front rack. We also have shoulder external rotation for the front rack. And then in our squat, we've got glutes, external rotation at the hip and ankles. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but don't hammer yourself with stretching and foam rolling like in the last 24 hours. If it's not a regular thing that you do, if you go and just put like 2 hours of stretching this specific stuff, it's just gonna leave you sore the next day. So just keep it easy and just like in light sessions throughout the day here and there, you're just doing like these easy stretching, thinking about opening it up, I mean, really, you can stretch, lats and pecs with just doing easy arm circles throughout the day. So that's all I'm talking about. Really, you're gonna get the most kind of the stuff going on really in your warm-up. So I have a sample warm-up here, roughly 8 to 10 reps. We'll go 3 to 5 times through, 8 to 10 reps of, starting with kips, just opening up the shoulders, getting the timing down on our kip. A kip with a knee raise, so on the back side of the kip, we're gonna elevate our knee up. And then after the knee raise, we would have a straight leg raise. And then after the straight leg raise, we'd work up to the toe to bar. or just stay at the knee raise if you're doing the scaled division. So do something on the bar. We're working in our kit. And then we got 15 to 30 seconds of singles, some running in place, getting our time in, just really filling the rope out, and then working into our double unders. And then I would, with these cleans, I would just really make sure that my front rack is feeling solid. So I would do my warm up with some front squats out of a rack, making sure that my front rack, which is my receiving position for the clean, I would just make sure that is feeling awesome, as well as my squat. So I would do 3 to 5 sets or reps of front squat, just working up and down, just really opening stuff up, elbows up, chest up, that sort of stuff. And then maybe on my last 1 or 2 sets, then I would put the bar to the ground and then make sure that my squat clean is feeling, my pull from the ground is feeling good as well. So this workout is going to kind of start off lighter and then progressively build up each round for some of us that are going on to multiple rounds. Final thoughts. Again, you have an opportunity to go a little bit longer. So I think if you're thinking that you're going to go into the 8 and 12 minute time frame, definitely just stay smooth. If it was a 4-minute workout, I wouldn't have that written. I would be like, just balls to the wall, go heavy, go fast. But if you think you're going to go 8 to 12 minutes, stay calm, breathe, and shake your arms and traps out. So I see this quite a bit with athletes, and I do it myself, is we just kind of, with heavy breathing and pulling bars here, and especially being up here, is we walk around and we get stuck up here. So just remember to shake, like physically shake your traps out. Expecting the double unders too, getting way up here. So just make sure to shake things out and relax overall. It's a very balanced workout, so I just think it's gonna be pretty tough, but everybody's gonna do great. So if you got any questions, shoot me an email, Patrick at MBS CrossFit, and good luck.